Hello, and welcome back to another episode of ETS2 Career. So, today, hopefully the lag issues will not plague us anymore. I'm going to try and find another delivery to take, but first things first, I'm going to sleep, get it into the daytime. Well, I didn't really want to go that late, but okay, it's fine. So we've got some nice daytime to do some trucking in now. So, yep, let's get this thing rolling. I always put the side lights on, just so that, people can see you're on. I guess it's just a biker thing, because when you're on a motorbike, you always have to have a light on. Like, not your high beams, but like just your normal dip beam has to be on at all times. So, it's just what's done. Oh, actually, before we zoom off, let's don't know why I'm looking over there to that mirror when I've got a mirror up there, but I always do. Let's have a quick look and see what we've got in the upgrade shop. We've got 6,000 now, so we've got nothing in there, nothing there. Nope. Don't really care too much about that engine. Don't want to switch sides. Don't care too much about the paint. Alright, oh look, I can have number plates. They're only 150 bucks. Oh, let's go for number plates. Gotta have some plates, haven't we? I need to get like my own custom skin made, I think. Pirate trucking skin, but what would pirate trucking skin look like? Oh, cool, side skirts. Yeah, that's a good idea. If any of you guys have got an idea for a pirate trucking skin, or you've got one you want to send me, like if you make one or whatever, send me a link to it, or send me the file or whatever, or link me to the file. Probably best to do it through my Twitter, actually. That's just at Captain Jack 1988. Yeah, just send me a link to it. Be interesting to see if you got what kind of ideas you guys might have. Or should we put a bar of 2 grand? I really shouldn't be spending this money. I'm supposed to be saving it, but it's all I can do, and why not? I think every cool truck needs some cool accessories just to make it unique. Let's just put a couple of lights on for now. We don't have to go crazy. Just like that. Yeah, that'll do. Just the 2 little ones either side. Mostly because I've spent most of my cash. No, but you see that looks quite classy. Look, we can put all the different paints on here. I use a lot of this kind of stuff in my my streaming profile, my mod test profile. So I'm not going to be using any of that kind of thing. The actual paint jobs themselves are, a little bit out of my price range at the moment. So we'll see, but we'll see what kind of ideas you guys come up with for. Oh yeah, I haven't actually ordered anything for skins. But now we've done that, let's go and find ourselves a delivery. Actually, instead of finding ourselves, I'm just going to job market. Don't really want to drive around places. So what have we got today? Well, we can go Carlisle to Carlisle. 600 quid though, it's not exactly a lot. Oh, it would actually help if I clicked on the town I was in. So Carlisle to Newcastle, Carlisle to Osnabrook, or Osnabrook even. Odense? Wow, some of these are some long drives. So I don't want to be doing too many crazy long drives. But there's some good money there. Carlisle to Cambridge, we could do that. Long tubes. Salmon fillet. No, I want to do these tubes, I think. So we'll get those tubes in. Then we'll have that as our job. Right, let's get over that. Lights on one, and there we go. So where are we heading to? Round to the left. Awesome. See, I don't think there's anything undiscovered in this town. So, yeah, we're good to go. Really do need to get a track IR. It's so annoying having to keep moving the camera around manually. And then, you know, if you move it around to have a look around, and then you try and recenter it, but it's never quite centered. And you can tell it's not quite centered, and it just sits there bugging you until you press the 1 key to get it centered again. That truck's taking his time. Where are you going, mate? Just going to park on the roundabout, yeah? Oh no, he is actually going to go. I think this must be on the right. Just pull over this side quickly. Clear to go. Bump. Awesome. Right, let's get that job done. Cool. My ETA is apparently 0 at the moment because I haven't picked the trailer up. Pretty sure this is where I dropped off my last load. Well, there it is. Get into reverse and get that thing picked up. Sorted. Right. Now let's try and get this thing out of here without breaking it. Well, it's a bit of weight now. Let's see what she's up to. 22 tons. 10 tons more than the last load. My little truck can handle it. We need to think of a name for this truck too. Definitely gonna have to get a website to host all these little bits, like a naming competition and a pirate trucking skin competition. It'll be a lot of fun, I think. And if you're watching this in the future, like 2 years from now, then I'm sorry you missed the competition, but please do feel free to stay and enjoy the videos anyway. Which I hope you all enjoy the videos, because I would hate to think I'm not entertaining people, as that's pretty much the only reason why I do this, is to entertain you guys. You know, I mean, certainly not making any money out of it, even with monetization on. You know, you're lucky if you make £5 in a year, if that. The only real way of getting proper cash from YouTube is if you are putting out like 1 or 2 videos every day, and you've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and you've got sponsorship deals. So like you're putting up brand names all over your video. You know, for people like me who are not really just starting out, but sort of just getting into the big, like, gaming videos sort of stage of things, I mean, it's going to be a couple of years before I'm even making more than, say, a few quid in a year. And that's if it even gets that far. You mean, I may never get those kind of viewers. You know, I might get maybe a total of 100 or 200 views on all my videos and make like a quid from each video, maybe. If I put one out every day, then that's 360 quid in a year. it's all down to YouTube, really. It's about what ads they decide to put on the video, how many people actually watch the ads and don't skip them, because I only put skippable ads, because I know myself how annoying it is to watch ads. It really, really is annoying. I hate doing it, but I do to support the YouTubers and Twitch live streamers that I enjoy watching. So for them, off goes the ad block, and I watch their videos just because I want to support them. Like I said, it doesn't exactly give them a massive amount, but if everyone does it, then those numbers start to build up. So it's worth doing, you know, and certainly if you enjoy what I do, then I would say please turn off ad block and watch those ads. But you don't have to. The choice is yours, which is why I've given you skippable ads. So it's entirely up to you if you want to do that or not, and if you don't want to, fair enough. And if you do want to, then thank you, and I appreciate your support a lot. But as I said before, I'm not doing this for the money, because I'm not making anything out of it, and I probably won't ever make anything out of it. I'm doing it because I want to entertain you guys, and because I love playing games and sharing my little mess ups like that with you guys. Nearly went right off the road there. But I love playing games, and especially multiplayer games, because when you're playing a game with your friends, it's like, you're having so much more fun. It's like when I play Minecraft. I can play Minecraft and I can sit there and I can maybe put an all-nighter, and if I can't sleep for whatever reason, and just build some massive building or like a giant complex of some kind. And yeah, that's really cool, and I've done that, but I would have sat there in complete silence the whole night doing it. Whereas if I'm online with friends and I'm playing like during the day or during the night or whatever, we can knock out a few buildings and maybe not get as much work done because we're nattering and stuff. But it's a hell of a lot more fun doing it. And 9 times out of 10, you find that you are working quicker and you're doing more because you're enjoying it, because you're chatting with your mates and having a laugh. And so, doing this on YouTube, although you guys aren't here in the game with me, talking to me and playing with me, it's, I'm still sharing with the world what I'm doing. You guys can see what I'm doing, where I'm going. Like you're taking part by, joining in with the little competitions and things I've had. And with the truck names thing, just sort of getting off topic for a second, and I better slow down. With the truck names thing, if you think of a good name for the truck, and it's got to be a female name, because vehicles have always got female names. If you think of a good name that really suits it, like Sally Scania or something like that, then just post it in the comments. I mean, you can tweet it to me, that's fine, but if you want to just post it in the comments, go ahead and just post it in the comments. I will leave that link to my Twitter in the description. And yeah, getting back to the subject I was talking about. So yeah, you guys can comment, you guys can take part in that kind of way. So it still feels like I am, interacting with you guys and playing a game with you. And then when it comes to like Twitch and the live streaming, there is actually a live audience there who are taking part, who are in the chat and saying, oh, you can do it this way, or did you know that you can do this in this game, and stuff like that. And it makes all the difference. It makes it so much more fun. So that's why I love doing YouTube and why I love doing Twitch. And hopefully in future, I get a lot of people joining me on the videos and on the streams, and the numbers get up high. Because Twitch is the same as YouTube. You get to a point where you're partnered, and that's when you start making money out of it. I'll get onto donating in a minute, obviously, but just out of from Twitch revenue, you have to become partnered to get that revenue. That takes a lot of time. You have to do something like 3 consecutive streams in a week, or 3 consecutive streams, where you get 400 plus viewers each stream, and it's got to be, it can't just be like 10 minutes or something. It's got to be something like, I think it's like 1 or 2 hours. it's along those lines, and I'm probably quite far off those kind of numbers. I'm lucky if I get 10 or 15 viewers on my Twitch. So it kind of depends on what you play, but certainly, I'm far from making any kind of money off of that. And certainly, when I get the donate button, you make hardly anything. Twitch gets half of it anyway, and did I say donate button? I meant sub button. Twitch gets half of it anyway, and some people, they might only sub for the 1 month and then cancel it immediately. So you've had $5.99, and that's dollars. Don't forget. So in English money, that's about £3.20, £3.40. So out of that, you're getting about £1.50 to £2, somewhere between there. And even if 400 people sub and only do it for that 1 month, you've made £400, but then you've got to think about next month. Oh dear, I just paid £2 to the loan people, and now I'm $500 in debt. Well, hopefully this run will sort that out. But you see what I mean. I'm not doing this for the money, because on the YouTube side of things I make nothing, and on the Twitch side of things it's going to be a very long time before I actually get to a stage where I can even have a sub button. And even then, you're really not making much out of it, only if you're getting lots and lots of subs. Now with the donate button, obviously it's up to the person. Someone could jump on one of my streams tomorrow and be like, here, have £1,000 or $1,000 or whatever, and it's like, wow, okay, great, yeah, that's maybe some cash. But a donate button is the only way you are going to make real money doing this kind of thing. And I only just put on a donate button, and I've not had a single donator yet, and I don't really expect to ever get one, to be honest. And B, it's, even if I do, it might be £1, £2, £5, £10 if I'm lucky. So I'm certainly not in this for the money. It's all, for me, it's all about me having a laugh playing a game, and you having a laugh watching me play a game. So just the entertainment value. And maybe even one day I'll start playing games with some of you guys, and we'll meet new people and have new laughs. At the end of the day, what's more fun than that? So that was a rather long rant that managed to kill quite a lot of time. I didn't even realise how long I was going on for there, but it's important to make these things clear, because a lot of people on YouTube and on Twitch, they are there just for the money. I knew you were going to speed up when I pulled out. They are there just for the money. They're doing it because they want money out of you guys, because they think, you suckers are going to pay for me to get all the latest gear and whatever else I want, and have a great lifestyle, while you scrimp and scrape to give me even £5. And I don't want you guys to think that that's all I care about. I'm doing this purely for the entertainment value. And it really is entertaining, especially when I mess up. It's hilarious. There's a couple of YouTubers that I watch, and sometimes, they've obviously realised that the mess-ups can make it more funny. And so sometimes they will do deliberate mess-ups, or script it a little bit so that things go a little bit wrong, just because it's funny. Not when everything goes wrong. Like if my stream was constantly lagging, or my video was constantly lagging all throughout, and if I was constantly crashing and couldn't get the thing in gear all the time, then it starts to get tedious and boring. But the odd little mess up, like if I was to come around this corner and there's a slow car on my way and I have to swerve suddenly to miss it and my truck falls over, that's freaking hilarious. Just that sudden random event is brilliant. But there you go. I'll shut up about all that stuff now, and we'll continue with the interesting drive. And if you heard a loud rustling sound, that was me adjusting the mic. I use a headset currently for YouTube and Twitch and all my recording and stuff. But I am on the prowl for a good quality mic. Not really sure what one to get yet. I may even just go for a really high rated headset, because headsets are very comfortable. And it puts the mic right there, and you haven't got to worry about the mic sort of being a separate entity that you then got to wire in, and you haven't got to worry about it getting in the way. So, you know, we'll see what happens with that, but I am on the prowl for some kind of audio recording device that is slightly higher quality than the one I've got, because I know that it sounds a bit, when I watch my videos back, I can tell that it doesn't sound as good quality on the audio side of things. It kind of sounds like, I don't know if any of you have got Xboxes, but whenever you get into a party with someone on Xbox and they're using Kinect, and it sounds like they're talking to you from the other side of Africa because they're so echoey and distant. It doesn't quite sound like that, but you can just tell that there is bad audio quality, and that annoys me. I mean, I know I'm just kind of starting out and things are going to be a bit bad quality, and that over time these things will actually improve. But if any part of my videos is bad quality, it annoys me, because I want you guys to enjoy it. And how can you enjoy it if you're hearing me through rubbish audio, you know? So I'm very picky with myself. I'm very, like, I'm my own worst critic. I'm always thinking, no, that's not good enough. That's not enough. It's not quite right. But then they say, if the day comes where, you know, you do something that you think is absolutely perfect and finished and great and wonderful, then what have you got to live for anymore? You know, I don't mean you go and kill yourself afterwards, but I just mean generally, you know, you've got nothing to strive towards. I strive towards perfection all the time, because I want to get things perfect. You know, so it's a case of, I always have something to look towards, to head towards, because I always want more perfection. So I'll look at this video after it's done. I'll edit it. I'll look at it, and I'll think, not quite happy with that. You know, and don't get me wrong. I don't think, oh, that's rubbish, but I don't care. You guys can deal with it, and then chuck it out anyway. It's just that I know that I can be quite hard on myself sometimes. So I put it out, and then I look at your comments to see if it's actually bad quality, or if it's just what you'd expect from someone who's just starting, or, you know, if you think it's really great even. But I doubt it on that last one. That's services. Nice. We've got 3 hours left on the journey. I don't need to rest at all. Don't think I'll need to rest before the end. Oh god. Oh god, that was close. Oh. Right. Next rest stop is in 7 hours and 20 minutes, and time remaining is 9 hours. I think that time remaining will come down as I sort of speed along doing the job. It's going to slowly change. I might be able to get this done before... Well, actually, that says 9 hours, but then that says 3 hours. I think time remaining is how long I have left until the job finishes. Whereas that is my... Yeah, it's my ETA. Okay, so I've got 7 hours till I have to rest, and I'm going to be there in about 3. So we shouldn't have to rest on this trip, which is nice, because it means we get to enjoy this nice daytime drive where it's not all dark and horrible. It hasn't even really rained. You know, I think I might turn the rain probability up a bit, just to make it a bit more realistic. Otherwise we're never going to get any rain in this game. And it's always fun to have a little bit of rain now and then. And you're a scumbag. As soon as you get behind them, you move into the lane to overtake, and that's it. They shoot off. Surprised that blue Astra didn't do it. What a scumbag. Another truck there. Hello, Mr. Truck. You in a MAN? He's admiring my pipes, my awesome pipes. I've actually never had this load before. in all the time I've played this game, but then I have spent a lot of time taking DLC loads. Well, not DLC loads, but mod loads. And I think that this is a standard in-game load. And I better change lanes before that red car catches up. So yeah, so it's rare that actually being in this profile where I've got no mods turned on is actually quite nice, because I'm getting to take a lot of the in-game stuff that I didn't get a chance to take before. I'm also getting the chance to get all this lag again for some reason, where I'm getting 2 FPS. What is going on? Hang on a second. Right, I don't know what that's all about. I think the game is actually trolling me. It's actually just trying to mess with me. It seems like if I stop fraps and then start it again straight away, it's absolutely fine. Oh, and I don't want this lane. Sorry, red car, I'm pulling in front of you again. Yeah, I guess fraps is just being stupid. I mean, they say that fraps is really, adds a lot of lag to your recordings. I've never really noticed it before. I've recorded a lot of stuff with fraps before, but just never put it out. Like just testing, seeing how it runs, seeing what kind of things I'd want to actually put on video. And it's always been fine. So I don't know why it's being all laggy now. Do you know what I mean? But if I stop the recording and start it again immediately, then I guarantee it's fine. See? Oh, scumbag! Scumbag! No! Oh! Well, that's not an Astra. That is the Mazda. Mazda 3, I think. I don't know, shot past so fast, but it definitely looked like an Astra from the front. Kind of looked like an Astra from the back, but those back lights just, they look too much like a Mazda 3. Not that it's important. I mean, like, usually I can identify a car just by looking at the shape of it, whereas a lot of people look at a car and like, what's that? Don't know what that is. But, I can look at a car and know it. Years of training to be a mechanic. I've worked on many different types of cars and studied the way that different cars are and the way they look and the way that you work on them. I kind of have a massive love for cars, so it was a big part of my life always, which is why I decided to be a mechanic. But yeah, it's it's one of those things that you just remember them. There's Ford Focus there. I might not be able to look at a car and tell the exact specific trim level that it is, but I can certainly tell you the make and model, and sometimes even the year. I mean, like, obviously, there's a lot of cars where they've brought out a new version, but it looks pretty much identical. So, you can't tell which year it is or which phase it is. They go with phases when they do that. And then there's ones where they change massively. Like the Ford KA is a prime example. It stayed the same for years and years and years, and they brought out new versions of it, but really they were just new trim levels. They weren't actually new at all. And then they finally changed it, and it was a completely massive overhaul. Oh, you're a scumbag, Ford Focus. Oh, now he's slowing down anyway. Make your damn mind up. What is wrong with AI? In fact, that's actually right AI. Because that is what people do in real life. They are annoying like that. So no, that is some good AI. Because that is real life. Right, let's better get over into this lane. I don't know why I keep hogging the middle lane. And if you're wondering why my steering is a little bit jerky at times, I'm using an Xbox One controller, and it's not always easy to get completely smooth turning on that. For some reason there's a giant light bulb over there. Don't ask me why, but we have a giant light bulb. You've got to love a giant light bulb, apparently. God knows why. I imagine it's probably like a water tower or a relay station or something along those lines. but I have no clue what it is. I'm not even actually sure where we are. I don't know this top part of the country that well. I don't spend too much time up here. I'm from down south, as you could probably tell, and I know all the way my way around down south. I even know some routes up and down and through the country, but you know, not having spent much time there, I'm not an expert. And there's the lag again. Let's see if the stop-start works this time. Yep, worked again. So for some reason, Fraps gets to a point where it's like overloading or something, and it just goes no and starts to lag, and then you stop-start immediately, and it's absolutely fine. It's a weird old game, isn't it? Well, weird old game, a weird old thing. But there you go. Oh, it's the wrong lane. Oh, damn it! Like I needed to be £400 extra in minus. Yes, that was my fault. I wasn't paying attention, worrying about Fraps too much. But there you go. Hopefully this buddy's going to put me very much back into positive. And sorry to that grey car. I think this is also going to turn out to be a very, very long video. I may have to cut some parts out. So I decided to cut that last little section of the journey, just to keep the time down a little bit. You know, probably cut like another 5 minutes or so off the journey. So I felt the video was getting a little bit long, but nothing interesting really happened. It was all just quiet, straight driving, except that I was trying to pull into the right hand lane, and then AI came zooming up, wouldn't let me pull over, but there was a barrier coming right at me, so I had to just sort of crush it, unfortunately, and got another fine, a £400 fine, or €400 fine. So now I'm on minus €1,300, which is always fun, but you know, as long as the costs don't exceed the amount you get for the job, then it's not too bad. I should be making quite a bit out of this run. Oh, bit slower. Don't want to be scraping up that trailer. Give me nice pipes. I think I've got the braking level perfect now, actually. It really feels like it's in a good place. A bit of traffic coming from that way's clear. That guy's pulling off, but I can't really pull out. Is he stopping to let me go? No, he's not. Oh wow, come on. I'm going to be sat here all night at this rate. Aha. Clear. Well, if you're hearing popping and fizzing sounds, apparently some people have decided it's already fireworks night. If you're from a country that's not the UK, then you're probably sat there thinking, what's fireworks night? Basically, we have this night once a year on the 5th of November, where I can't remember exactly what year it happened, 18 something, or no, like 16 something, sometime back in the olden days. This guy called Guy Fawkes, he decided that he wanted to blow up Parliament, and it was this whole thing that you learn about in school called the gunpowder plot, where he filled all this gunpowder barrels underneath the Houses of Parliament, which is what you guys would know as Big Ben, the big clock in London, the big tower, and he tried blowing Parliament up. So yeah, we remember that for some reason. We remember that once a year by having what we call bonfire night or fireworks night, which is where you have, you know, you have a big bonfire, which is, and you burn an effigy of this guy. You basically, we just call them guys now. So you put a guy on the bonfire and you burn him. Basically, you're burning him at the stake for his crimes, again and again and again, every year. So yeah, so that's what everyone. Not everyone does bonfires because obviously a big fire. It's not really something you can do in your back garden, unless you've got a big back garden. So most people, they just sort of get together and do fireworks in whoever has the biggest garden in your group of friends, or go to events like on big public greens and stuff. They have big bonfires and then fireworks displays. But it's always on the 5th of November every year. That's this date. But for about 2, maybe 3 weeks before, and usually about a month afterwards, you just get constant firework displays all over the place. And it's ridiculous. It's like, okay, maybe the week before and the week after, fine. But why like 3 weeks before and just as long afterwards? You know? Some of these people are crazy. But there you go. We have our logs in. Unfortunately, there is 1% damage on the... that does not look good. I'm just going to check that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, there is 1% damage on the trailer because of that AI, but it's all good. You know, I mean, this is still gonna get us quite a bit of cash. And that is how you park. Nice. So, good work. Yeah, that 1.9% damage took away basically €1,000 and 62 XP. But that's put me right into level 3, and it's still €11,000. So yeah, my own truck is, say, 10 jobs away. Not my own truck. My second truck is about 10 jobs away. You know, or I could pay off my loan in 10 jobs, do another 10 jobs, buy a second truck. I think I'll probably pay off the loan. Then by that point, I'll probably be allowed to get a bigger loan. Let's put another one in long distance for now. Yeah, then I'll probably be allowed to pay to get a bigger loan. So then what I can do is, I don't remember putting the parking brake on, but I guess I did. Yeah, then what I can do is get the big loan out and then buy a couple of trucks, upgrade my yard, maybe, stuff like that. I know I've got an email, but I just want to quickly check this town and see what we've discovered. Wow, that's some zoomed out map. Right, let's see. Do we have anything we need to discover? Maybe something behind the mechanics. So I think I'm going to head up there anyway, because then I can rest and do what I need to do. So let's get up to the mechanics, and then I'll park up and read that letter or email. Just around the corner here. Yep, that's fine. And what are you doing, buddy? Are you gonna pull out? Are you going? Are you waiting for me? Yep, that's all good. Went a little bit wide there. Right, so actually, how are we gonna actually? Yeah, no, it should be down here. Yeah, yeah, there's the entrance. Well, I don't have a trailer. I seem to go really wide. Which, you know, I think I'd prefer to go wide when I don't have the trailer, because it means that if something does go terribly wrong, I'm not ruining my load. I suppose I can have a quick look, see what is available now. Really killing the length on this video. Right, let's have a quick look. Upgrade shop, anything new? Oh, I can get the new sun visor, but I don't want to, and I can also get a new footplate. Yep, okay, that's fine. Anything new in cabin? I suppose that's just about price, isn't it? Okay, when it comes to these paints, I know I haven't unlocked any of them yet, but I think if I haven't got my own skin by the time that I get to like level 5, I'm going to probably get one of these ones. So I think that's kind of what we're working towards at the moment. Getting to level 5, getting a nice skin on the truck maybe. Or I could just leave it white if you prefer. I mean, again, that's something you can comment down in the comment section. Let me know how you want the truck to look. Until I get the paint skin, and then if I get a good paint skin, I can, I can put pictures of them all up on my Twitter and say which ones you guys like the most, or pick a winner myself, and kind of go from there really. So let's get, actually no, I wanted that. Let's get emails, 3 of them. See, I've got these ones off video about this truck dealer and the bank. Postpaid write down. Oh right, okay. Yeah. Your account is overdrawn. Okay, that's all it is. Overdraft settled. We can help you grow. We couldn't help but notice your steady earnings, and we would like to assist you with developing your potential even further. Your credit limit has been raised to 500,000. Feel free to draw from the available sum anytime at your local bank centre. Okay, so I have the ability now to get the bigger loan amount. I can go get another 400,000. I think what I'll do is I will either get this first 100 grand paid off and then go and get the 500, or just get this 400 now, well, not right now, but on the next video, and then get a couple of trucks, upgrade my yard, couple of trucks and a couple of drivers, and then hopefully they will start making me some real cash, and then I can start paying all the loans back. So that's the plan. It'll be one of those 2 things. But for now, I think this video is more than long enough. So all I will say is Twitter link's going to be in the description. Remember what I said about if you know of any good paint skins that I can use, or if you want to make one, send it to me on Twitter, or link to it on Twitter. If you've got any ideas for the truck name, put it in the comments below. And I will see you all next time for another episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.